Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third match of Rusty Jugglers here in 2020 and the debut match of Blonde, who we will be seeing play COD for the first time at all. And he will be kicking off his campaign in this tournament against Jack, who won against Law yesterday in a close match, but ultimately one that he walked away from with a clean first point. Now, if he gets the win here today, he will progress through to the playoffs as the top seed of Group A, leaving Blonde and Law to fight it out for the second spot. But will Blonde be able to poop on his party? Let's find out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on Rust for the first map. As always, Blonde versus Jack. We are starting off with the lever action rifle, and it's immediately going to be a hit from Jack that does a lot of damage to Blonde, who is now struggling and sitting here with 30 health. However, Blonde nearly able to get the drop here on Jack, but Jack fully knows where he is. Blonde, very slow reactions there and just isn't able to get the follow-up shots onto Jack, who will take the first round. With a nice little headshot there after spraying millions of bullets towards him. Here we go, round two. Will Blonde be able to clap back quickly? Let's find out. So, over to LMGs and M1911s this time. The LMG, definitely not Jack's favoured weapon. The ADS time is very slow on these weapons for good reason. So, is this going to work against him? Will Blonde be able to fight his way back in? Jack has taken the high ground already. Blonde is... Oh, he managed to get a few hits off, but Jack definitely had the drop on Blonde there. And managed to go up 2-0 in this first match. Blonde settling into this match here. I don't think he's played COD for a while, so it's going to take him a little time to warm up. I'm not surprised he's losing these opening skirmishes. We are now going to switch over to a more standard setup, the M13 with a foregrip. Oh, he does lose the third round despite getting some good hits in there on Jack. Jack running away with this initially. 3 rounds to 0 here on Rust so far. Blonde has every chance to get back into this, however, we have seen weirder things already happen in this tournament. 3-0 is not that much of a cushion when it comes down to it in a single elim match. And now we are going to start off with pistols and shotguns. Jack moving very slowly. Blonde standing here, he's got the high ground already, but he's got his back to Jack. He doesn't know where Jack is, but I think Jack knows where Blonde might be. Jack is just sort of standing... Jack is playing the safe game. He's standing still behind that shipping container. Neither player knows where each other is. Blonde gets the opening here. Jack is down to 76 health. Blonde now has to be very, very careful to fight back against this. He's got the advantage here. He needs to take control of it. The frag grenade, not quite good enough, but he manages to do it. Blonde, with a nice sneaky little play there, takes the high ground and takes his first round of this match, and indeed of this tournament. And we are now at 3-1. Good play there from Blonde to be nice and careful. Playing against Jack, who had been playing even more careful, but Blonde took the superior environmental advantage. We're going to switch perspective, sorry. We're going to start watching Jack from now on. He knows where Blonde is! Oh, Blonde, that was sloppy work. Threw himself right into the line of fire and was gunned down very, very easily. Here we go. Round 6. No, yes, round 6. Jack is sitting up at 4-1, which is a nice advantage, but by no means unassailable. Jack does miss the opening shot. Blonde is at a bit of a disadvantage here with the controller controls. The mouse is definitely better when you're going for these sniper sort of weapons with the stock and scope on the Magnum. Jack playing a rotating around the other side, but so is Blonde. Blonde once again has that critical high ground advantage. If he can get the drop onto Jack here, but both players looking away from each other at the moment. I think they can hear each other's footsteps. Blonde is making a hell of a lot of noise. Jack, however, not taking advantage. He has gone inside and underneath. Both players far closer to each other than they probably even know. I think we might be going towards a flag capture if this waits too much longer. Jack sees where Blonde is. I think both of them know where each other is. Neither was quick enough to react and get the shot off, though. Jack making a extremely puzzling move up to the top, where Blonde has got a very good shot and making it to the overtime flag. Blonde is going to get there first at this rate. Neither player getting there, though. Where is Blonde? I saw where he was, actually. Oh, it is going to be Blonde, sorry. And that was sloppy movement there from Jack. I certainly would have expected better from him there. I don't know why he felt the need to go for the Molotov. Maybe it was just bad timing, but Blonde now back only to a 2-round deficit as we get into round 7. Blonde's definitely warming up in this round. We are going back to the lever action rifle and the X16 pistol, stims, and thermite. Jack, I think, may have just about scoped out Blonde there, but slow reactions from both players. Jack switching over to the pistol. Blonde is going to stick with the rifle. It might not work, but one good hit is all it requires. He gets a good hit, down to 67 health. But it is going to be Jack who wins that one and goes to 5-2 in this first round. He is now 2 rounds off. The thermite worked perfectly for him there, zoning Blonde out, who insisted on going with the lever action rifle even in the close quarters combat. I don't think that was the right play for him. 5-2 to Jack, and already at 6-2. That was lightning fast. Jack absolutely deleting Blonde from the map there. Blonde running straight into the line of fire. Jack barely had to do anything. And now, Jack is on match point here in this first round. 6-2. If he gets one more, just one more, he has won this first match. Blonde struggling here in his first match, but not the last we've seen of him in this match. If indeed he does go out, there's still a chance to come back, albeit a slim one. We're going back to the M13s. Both players... That was good there from Blonde. Just about the right amount of patience, and he gets a third round here in this first match. Jack sloppy there, turned away at just the wrong second. Can't hold that against him a bit too much though. We are now at 6-3 to Jack. 3 kill deficit. We will switch back over to Blonde's perspective. It's a long-range pistol duel. Blonde is very low. He's half health. He hasn't yet got a hit off on Jack. He's waiting. But... oh, okay. I'm not even really sure what happened there. Oh, what a grenade throw. I did not even see that there. Blonde taken out, and it is going to be a 7-3 victory to Jack in this first round. And we are, once again, going to Gulag for the second round. It has been a the same case for all 3 matches so far. So Gulag is the great equalizer. We go into round 2. Blonde has to win this next one if he wants to stay in this. Of course, his tournament chances are not over if he does lose here. He will have another shot against Law for that second seed spot. The guarantee is that if Jack wins here, we will only see, for sure, one more match in Group A. Either Blonde or Law will take that second seed spot. There is no other way of going about it. If Blonde were to win and then Law were to win the final match, all 3 players would be on 1 point, and we would go through to KD ratio. Here we go. We're on Gulag for round 2, as always. A lot of people seem to love this map. People seem to understand it. Blonde, I think this is definitely going to work in his favour going for this map. And here we go. We're going to start off with Magnums and a Kar 98K as the secondary weapon. Smoke grenades and frag grenades. Jack misses the opening shot. That could be crucial. It's already telegraphed his position. Blonde is out there with the Kar 98K waiting to catch Jack out. Jack very careful though. Blonde pushing up a little bit. Be careful with the sound of footsteps. If he had his gun out there, he would have been able to get a shot, I think. Oh, that's a good hit. Jack down to 65, but Blonde approaches. He makes the exact same mistake Law did yesterday. And Jack, playing so patiently, is able to just pick Blonde off with that sniper rifle. That's PTSD there, especially for Law if he ends up watching this later on. Assault rifles here. Blonde is able to get the kill, even though Jack got the first salvo onto him. Good work there from Blonde, and we are now already at 1 apiece. Interesting work here from both players. I think Gulag is going to be a great equalizer here. Blonde is going to have much more of an effective chance. We do go into this with a foul, and Blonde, for the first time tonight, takes the advantage in this match. 2-1 up. The 2 rapid-fire weapons in succession have been very effective for him. He's done very well here so far on Gulag already. Now we go to the LMGs and the X16. Jack going with the exact same strategy as yesterday, but Jack has him sorted out. And then we are going to go to 2-2. Slow movement there from Blonde, screwed him over, and he got himself into a very unadvantageous position. And with not much cover, Jack was able to peel him out of his position and take him out there. We now move on to round 5, where we have silenced Desert Eagles, fist smokes, and Molotov grenades. So this is a battle of accuracy from that pistol, where Jack might have the advantage with those PC controls. Jack sends out his Molotov and forces Blonde out of cover. He also uses his smoke. However, it is going to be Blonde who gets the opening salvo and gets the hit off on Jack, halving his health effectively. So Blonde here with the advantage. Both players have used the smoke grenades. Blonde still has a Molotov to play with. Jack, however, does not. He just has his pistol and his fist to keep him going here. Oh, Blonde! Oh, now sitting at 46 health. It was sloppy move there. He needs to be very careful about how he proceeds if he wants to win this round. Jack's got a drop on him. Oh, but isn't able to finish him off. He does go down the center. Jack's still not able to finish him off. We are going towards flag capture in just a few seconds. Jack is going to be in prime position to be able to pull this off. And Jack is able to get the kill, despite some very conservative play there from Blonde. And it's going to be 3-2 to Jack here in the second round. That was a very slow-paced round there, and Blonde could have done better there, certainly, but he was good to last as long as he did. He got the opening shot. Aggression may have been the play there. That's great work there from Blonde. He's already got a hit in with the X16. There's a 7.25 secondary, worth remembering. He throws the Semtex out. Not good enough to be able to do any damage. Maybe good to zoning ult. I think he has a flashbang as his secondary. We'll see what he's able to do. But he has exposed himself. He does still get the opening salvo, however. He is missing a lot of shots. He uses the 7.25 very cleverly, and we're now at 3-3 here on Gulag. Very cleverly remembering that he had the 7.25 there. It's a short and barrel version, so it's not quite as good. We're going to switch over to Jack's perspective for the next few rounds. Round 7 here in the second map of Gulag Car 98K, which worked very much favourably in Jack's favour. Will Blonde fall for the same trap he did last time and just push up too far, too fast? What we are now calling the law maneuver. It could work one of these days if you can catch Jack out, just get him in the back, but it is hard to do that when you make so much noise when you're sprinting. Both players playing a very cautious game here. Blonde, I think both players know which each other are, but no one is able to get a shot off yet. Oh, but it is going to be Jack dominating on those sniper fights. A very nice shot there, done straight into her shoulder. Kills her off. And Jack will once again take control. 4-3 here in Gulag. On to round 8, and we're still going off. Oh, Blonde gets the opening salvo, but isn't able to land a hit. And is able to follow up. Jack now 2 points away from taking this round, this match, and securing his spot as the top seed of Group A. On the evidence we've seen so far, I think the Law versus Blonde match is going to be very, very spicy no matter what happens in the rest of this match. Blonde still very much within a chance of getting back into this. He's doing better here. It is going to be a good hit here from Jack, though, to start off this salvo. Blonde on 54 health. Oh, but lots of damage there. Both players now at the exact same amount of health. Jack has got his back to Blonde. Oh, Blonde has got his back. No, Jack completely inaccurate, but still manages to get the kill. Jack is now on full-blown match point. Jack missing so many shots there, but it didn't matter in the end because Blonde had his back to him for far too long. And now there is only 1 point left for Jack to win this match. Blonde can afford this loss, but it means that match against Law becomes absolutely critical. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Cleanly done. Jack wins the second round, 7-3, and the match 2-0. And Blonde did well in this one for his debut match, but it just wasn't good enough to compete with the man who has secured his spot in the playoffs already. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was that. Thank you for tuning in. I have been Parasol. Until next time, we'll see you later.